Hi guys, so it's been a while since I made a video, but today I'm going to be just looking over the car and checking to see if everything's okay. Had a bit of a scare yesterday where the battery went flat. Don't know why the battery went flat, but it went flat, and yeah, I managed to jump start with the trusty Audi daily, and got the car running, but it threw 3 error codes, which one didn't go away after I cleared. It was to do with the throttle body, lower stop not reached or something like that, and it presented other issues. So one of the other things that it did was it stopped or prevented the radiator fans from spinning, which meant when my AC is on, the AC isn't blowing cold air, it's just warm air, and it disabled the clutch. So I'm assuming that that has thrown the car into limp mode, and limp mode, yeah, disables a few things, now that I know. So I had to actually run a throttle body adaptation, which I haven't done for a while in this car, and that fixed it, luckily for me. You can do that on VCDS, and I can show you how to do that in the next few other videos. Yeah, that fixed it. It returned the car back to full boost again, AC worked again. But yeah, if you've run into any issues like that, the throttle body will sort of act a little bit strange if it's low voltage or battery, not supplying enough power, and as a result not calibrating properly. So what else did I do? So I just checked over the car to make sure there's no leaks, only because no leaks, no breakages, car's running idling smoothly, and that's because 3-inch loud dump exhaust spitting out rich fuel. I'm just going to flip it over for some quick quiet video. It's actually going to go on a dyno, what do you call it overseas, rolling road dyno session, where you put the car on a machine so it can mimic the road, hooking it up to all these sensors so that it can track how the car's running and what power it's producing, what at which point is the most torque, and if there's any issues with the fueling, it'll pick it up along the session, while in the session. So I'm doing that only because I want to get a baseline of what the mods I've got in the car will produce on this particular dyno. And keep in mind, every dyno is different, it reads differently, it measures differently, so this dyno might give me a certain particular number versus another one that's at a different tuning shop. So the numbers are not important, well, not as important as consistency. So if I am going to this shop, or if you are going to that particular shop, and you're gonna track the car's progress after you do all the mods, go back to the same shop, to the same dyno, and track the numbers again and see what sort of numbers, what's improved and what's been done to the car. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get a baseline readout of the car, see how it's running. I know I've done all these mods everywhere. Like I've got a KO3 052 KO3S or whatever it's called. I've got it tuned on 24 pounds of boost on 4th gear. I've got water meth, I've got front mount, 3-inch exhaust, intake, oversized intake. Yeah, it's got a few mods on it. I just want to see how it's progressing. The other thing I want to test, and I'll make another video separate for this, is I've got water meth installed in the car. I've got it set up to start spraying 50-50 water meth at 5 psi, so it'll start to squirt a little bit, and by about 15 psi, I'm just looking at, it'll just go full blast, full spray, full mist into the engine. So I just wanted to see if that's the best way to set it up. and if I'm going to get any power from it, or am I going to lose power from it. You know, that's another thing that I'm going to try and track. So yeah, that's you know, the next video you see is of me leaving to go to the Dyno Tune shop called HCW, and those of you who live around Melbourne, Victoria, that's in Box Hill. So I'm going to check them out, see how they are, and yeah, go back from there. Or oh yeah, I'll go from there. Alrighty, so you saw that I'm now ready to, well, I just started the car, don't know if I'm ready to go, but I'm going to go now to our friends at HCW. They're in Box Hill. They have a dyno, and they normally do other cars like Subaru and GDM cars, that sort of thing, but not so sure if they are familiar with the Golfs, but they have a dyno, so I'm going to make some use of that. And yeah, see how we go. So I'm going to now warm up the car a little bit, and we'll go for a drive to HCW. Let's go. Get that charger out in case I need it later. Alright, let's get out of here. I really need a GoPro with a head suction thing. Alright, so there's a bit of traffic on the right. I guess we'll just drive down. Now, guys running the same setup as me, the AGU block with the M3.8 ECU, running the Bosch red tops from a Saab. They're about 360cc injectors on 3 bar. When the car's not warmed up, or when I just first start the car and give it a just drive, the fuel delivery seems a bit off. But once you drive a couple of you know, a couple of hundred meters, it sort of just fixes itself, or it's warm enough to get better reading, so it you know, gets better mixtures. That's the only quirk that I have with this car at the moment, really. So a bit of a busy street here, so I might just yeah. guys, so we're here at the shop. That's the old Golf, old girl. We're at HCW in Box Hill. They've got some sick cars here. It's an Evo, Subi, a couple of other cars in there, but they've put a dyno. They're setting up the dyno now. Yeah, looks awesome. Shop across the road that does all Mercs. Keen to see how it runs. But yeah, so kind of nervous because this will be the first dyno tune, or dyno that we're going to be doing, and yeah, hopefully the car makes that alive. Fingers crossed. See how we go. Let's go. There you go, it's going on the dyno now. There's something about cars and being on the dyno. Is it still right? Well, mine still's alright.
Yeah,
so far.
I saw a guy this morning in a, it looked like a Stagia, but it was a Camry with a big turbo.
So that's the setup there. What kind of dyno is this, sorry?
It's Dyno Dynamics.
Dyno Dynamics, alright. Apparently it's pretty tough, so hopefully...
I don't know where I can get a map signal from, so... there's no map sensor. No, but like...
We're going to do predictions. What do you think we're going to make today, Mike?
I'm betting 195 horsepower.
At the wheels?
At the wheels, on this one.
What does that mean? What's 195 horsepower? Does it read in horsepower?
If you bet low, then you can't really...
You can
195 horsepower. Oh, it's tuned. So 150. Yeah. I'm not saying 200. I'm going to leave that. Oh God, I thought you were saying floor.
No way. Yeah, no way. Look, I'm going to bet... I'll be happy with 155 kilowatts, whatever that is in horsepower. I'll work it out later.
The main thing is seeing the difference between map and no map.
Yeah, yeah. On a day like this, it's 24 degrees or 22 degrees right now, so it's actually not too bad for the car. Right, so the blower's set up. It's really noisy now, and the car is ready for its dyno run. So it's been a day or so after the dyno tune, and it didn't really go to expected. So what actually happened was, my work bag, I'm actually at work and I've just finished doing what I got to do, but just thought I'd explain the dyno session that I had, and I'll post up some photos of I guess the result. But yeah, pretty much we've ran into an issue with the boost dropping off down to 0 at about 5,000 k's revolution in fourth gear, so they weren't able to do a complete run, but the power I got is literally up to 5,000 k's. There's a huge onset of boost very early on, which is not ideal, so I'm going to work with Chris at Technic Tuning to maybe get a few issues ironed out and yeah, go from there. So I want to be able to do a complete run if I can, from from about 2.5 to 3,000 revs all the way down to redline 7,000 k's, and I'm told that yeah, I potentially could hit a number if I could fix that issue with the boost. So yeah, I'm gonna show the dyno figures now. I'm gonna go away, do some diagnosis, maybe look at the tune, maybe look at the turbo, I don't know, wastegate or whatever it is that's currently going wrong with it, and yeah, go from there. So gonna go for a bit of a drive back home now. I've got the little GoPro set up there temporarily to see if it actually captures everything the way I want it. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and hope you enjoy the video.